Now in this video, we will going to discuss about the importance of supply chain. Number one, proliferation in product lines. That means companies have realized that more and more product variety is needed to satisfy the growing range of customer taste and requirements. So that means the market is changing at a very faster rate. So companies has to be get realized. That means they have to have more varieties of product. Otherwise, they will going to become obsolete, or they will going to become obsolescence by the companies. So they have also started upgrading themselves according to the requirement of the customer's taste. This is evident from the fact that every time a customer walks into a neighborhood store, he or she is bound to discover a couple of items on the shelf that he or she had not seen during his or last visit, and that he or she has more varieties to choose from now. So that means depending upon the customer requirement, accordingly the market keeps on changing. So that is the main requirement of the product line. So naturally the companies has to be get realized. That means they need to have more product variety. Then point number two, shorter product life cycles. With increased competition, product life cycles across all industries are becoming shorter. What does it mean? Shorter product life cycle. What is a life cycle? The life cycle is from the beginning till to the end is called as a life cycle. What is then comes to the product? So the product from the raw material stage to the completion of the product, what is the time taken is called the product life cycle. Then what is shorter product life cycle? The shorter product life cycle is the product from the raw material to the finished product. The time taken should be as far as possible, it should be minimum. So that is what is called shorter product life cycle. So with increased competition, product life cycles across all industries are becoming shorter. So that means, suppose if you're considering the manufacturing of a pen, today the pen has got a very wide variety. Sometimes now we just use and throw pens. So that is the order of the day. So we are not in the olden days. We need to have the same thing that we used to have it and then use it. So this type of nowadays it is not like that. It is a shorter product life cycle. What is the advantage? The advantage is I can always keep on changing according to the requirement. Say for example, he says he has taken the example of a computer based company. A technology leaders like Apple works with a life cycle as short as 6 months. So a firm like Apple, which has an average just 5 days of inventory as compared to the industry average of 35 days, does not have to worry about product and component obsolescence. What does it mean? Suppose when you take the industry average of 35 days, then what happens if the product has suppose he might have procured the inventory for about 35 days. After 10-15 days, if that product has become obsolete, then the remaining 20 days of inventory has gone into a waste. So that inventory that type of problem is not faced by the Apple because they have just 5 days of inventory. Its competitors with higher inventories end up writing off huge amounts of stocks every year's obsolete. So this is what I'm talking about. That means the remaining days, whatever they have considered, has become obsolete. So they cannot use it. Then they will go into waive off or writing off the huge amount of stock as a waive off. Then in the next point, high level of outsourcing. Apart from primary activities in the value chain, even support activities that were usually done in-house are outsourced in a big way. Why? That is because since we have a shorter product life cycle, so naturally we have to have a high level of outsourcing. So that means you have a multiple products we start manufacturing in a single place. So we need to have, once since you have wide variety, in a single firm, you cannot handle all those things. So we need to have a high level of outsourcing. Bharti Televentures, Indian number one private telecom service provider, has outsourced network management services, IT services, and call centers operations. See now, here the telecom service provider has outsourced network management, IT services, and also the call centers to the other firms. So what is this call center? Again, we have what are the problems the people are facing that will going to be addressed by these people. The people will going to coordinate between the firm and the customer to they are the bridge between the company and the customer. So they will going to give the assistance to the customer so that they will going to put them into a proper particular place for a company to operate. This trend towards outsourcing is irreversible, but a higher level of outsourcing makes supply chain more vulnerable. This is a very, very important point in the supply chain management. As you have more number of customers or the suppliers, we need to have a big coordination between the company and the outsourcing, because if there is any break in between, then the entire supply chain will going to become waste. So that is the reason why it becomes more vulnerable, thereby forcing them to develop different types of supply chain capabilities within the organization. So then shifting power structure in the chain. In inventory, in every industry, the entities closer to the customers are becoming more powerful. In every industry, the entities closer to the customers are becoming more powerful. That means the entities which are catering the requirements of the customer will become more powerful. That's what is the meaning of this. With increasing competition, a steadily rising number of products are chasing the same retail shelf space. Retail shelf space has not increased at the pace at which the product variety has increased. So that means if you have wide variety of products which have been produced, we need to store those varieties of products in a different shelf. So that is not being catered with this. There have been cases of retailers asking for slotting allowance when manufacturers introduce new products in the marketplace. That means they need to have some space which is required for placing the new products in the market. Savvy firms have started talking about trade marketing and treating dealers and retailers as their customers while simultaneously trying to woo the retailers aggressively. And there is a clear shift in the power structure. Retailers have realized that they are powerful entities in the chain and hence expect the manufacturers to be more responsive to their needs and demands. So that means the retailer is the one who will going to be very near to the customer, whereas the dealers are a bit far away from the customers and the dealer is more nearer to the firm, whereas the retailers are very near to the customer. So the retailers are realized that they have more, because they are the people who will going to be interacting with the customers. So they have a very big say and they expect the manufacturer to be more responsive to their needs and demands. In general, manufacturers are forced to respond more quickly to the customer's demands. That means since the retailer has more contact with the customer, therefore in turn the customer, to get the direct feedback, they need not have to go to the dealer. Instead they can go directly to the retailer so that they will going to get the positive feedback. So because of these changes, the power structure, the retailers will going to have, therefore the manufacturers are forced to respond more quickly to the customer's requirements or the demand. Globalization of manufacturing. Over the past decade, tariff levels have come down significantly, Many companies are restructuring their production facilities to be at par with the global standards. So in the past, firms used to source components, produce goods and sell them locally. Now firms are integrating their supply chain for the entire world market. So now the globalization has been taking place in the manufacturing sector also, wherein in the firms used to outsource the components and produce the goods and to sell locally within their market, but now they are integrating with the supply chain to the entire world market. So this is the advantage of using the supply chain. For example, in telecommunication and electronics industry, so if you take an example, because that is the one which has got a very wide applications of supply chain, and that is where you will be having an international, the globalized market, which can be taking place. Companies usually get their chips from Taiwan, testing them in Europe, and finally integrate them with other products in the USA to sell in the international market. This has made managing supply chain extremely complicated because you are coordinating the entire globally with different countries. So naturally, your supply chain has to be very, very complicated. Unlike information and financial flow, which can be managed electronically, materials and products have to move physically. So this is where we will have a major problem, because information and financial flow, it can be easily happen with electronic media, electronic data exchange, but the materials and products have to be moved physically, and as this movement can even be across continents, managing supply chain is now an extremely complex issue, because there are, depending upon the size and the capacity, it maybe has to be uplifted by the airlift, or it has to be traveled in the ship. But again, that will going to take a lot. Transportation time is huge. So all these things which should be considered, and when you have to have the transportation, it becomes more complicated as more long time. So naturally, the inventory will going to come into the picture, wherein the stock has to be, huge amount of stock has to be procured, so that the end customer or the firm will not be having to suffer for these type of mismanagement. So that is where the supply chain will going to play a major role. In the next video, we will going to talk about the enablers of supply chain performance. Thank you.